In the moment of attack, your fight, flight, or freeze mechanism might not be 100% under your conscious control. Hi everyone, this is John with today's active self-protection lesson. I'm not certain where this one comes from, though I'm relatively certain it comes from the United States. But if you have more information, put it in a comment and I will add it to the description. This one's going to be an attempted mugging on a sidewalk. It's pretty scary when you think about it, so let's watch it. We'll come back and learn some lessons. There's actually sound on this camera clip, so let's listen in to hear what happens as well as see. We'll come back and learn some lessons in a bit. I have a question for you about this one. With your skill set, in your place, in your world, do you think that you would have fought back, or would you have just complied, given him what he wanted, and hoped for the best? Hit the poll, let me know what you think. I want to think about some significant lessons here, about awareness, about transitional spaces, and about the importance of empty-handed skills to our self-defense. Okay, a couple things of real significant interest here. Number one is this guy's walking. I do notice that he's paying enough attention, his eyes are up and his ears are working, that he looks over his shoulder that when somebody's approaching him and running at him from behind. And that awareness gave him some opportunity to defend himself. It gave him some warning. He's probably got himself about, 6, 8, 10 feet of distance there with which he can decide, okay, what's going on with this threat and what do I do about it? Awareness is your very best friend in self-defense. Now maybe, he's got his hoodie up, could be cold, those kind of things. But having more awareness, maybe to see that coming a little farther, might have given him some more options. Now the guy runs up and he's got his hand on him and now he's got a gun up and on him. And it's actually kind of seldom that I see a gunman grab and hold somebody like that. Usually they're trying to keep him off him, but in this kind of environment where he might be able to run away, it makes sense that the gunman would try to grab him. Now, a guy has a gun on you, friends. I'm going to say probably your best bet here is just give him what he wants. Give him the stuff, man. Give up your wallet or your iPhone or whatever just because to get the guy off of you. But our victim here is kind of not having it. He gets a little bit away from him and now you notice he puts his hand up. Hey man, I don't want any problems. And that compliance in that moment might have given him a little bit of space. Now that might have given him an opportunity to run off to our right, but instead there seems like in this neighborhood, maybe they know each other or they know what's going on with each other. But that guy's still pointing a gun at you and he's still at some significant difference. So kind of the lipping off to him that he's about to do and kind of giving him a hard time, kind of pointing at him like that was challenging his ego that's going to come in just a second. And I really don't recommend that because it could put him at some significant peril, that right there. So now he decides to run off and we find the trailing accomplice. Now we know here because we've seen it that there's going to end up being 4 of them, but you can't ever think that you're going to just face one bad guy. You got to think he's got a friend. And if you've seen 2 of them, there's probably 3. And if you've seen 3, there might well be 4. And so understanding I may have to fight multiples or I got to get out of the danger zone and deal with his other accomplice is intelligent and smart for us to do as we think about our self-defense. Thankfully, our good guy here is able to get off there, but then the 3rd and the 4th bad guys show up and it sounded to me like they got him down a little bit further. Now, I don't know all the particulars about this one in terms of what ended up happening at the end, but friends, let's pay attention. Let's be aware of our surroundings. Let's know when compliance is the right choice and when we want to practice our run-fu to cover our asp.